Esan oye, Esan oye, viral. Good morning to everyone watching this video. Today is Sunday, 23rd of September 2023. This is your son, Ojelimi. I'm out this morning to address some issues. Yesterday evening, while I was trying to calm my nerves, trying to have a beautiful evening, I came across this video on Facebook posted by our brother, my senior colleague, the great advocate of the Esan people for the liberation of the Esan kingdom, Prince Agbe Okosun. He posted the video, and the content was about scrutinizing the Esan people by a man I saw on that video. I don't really know him because there are a lot of other Benin persons who are on the internet daily. They do what they know how to do best. And the person who cut the video and also added his own part of it was the man they call wounded civilian. Normally, I hardly respond to videos like that because Esan say, Esan, you're on a lane. I don't know the person, you already know how he behaves. You don't ask the person to let's see if this person know how to behave. You already know that this person don't have a single attitude. So that's why when I come across all these social media persons, I don't really pay attention to what they are saying. But being the fact that this particular one was being posted by my brother Agbe Okosun, I listened a bit. I didn't complete the video. I just listened a bit because when an elderly man sit down and watch a child make unnecessary noise, a time will come the elderly man will start to get angry. Now, when we talk about elders, we are not talking about body stature, because by body stature, this wounded civilian he has already grown gray hair, and you can see he has a old stature, but he doesn't have brain, doesn't have sense. Not as much as I thought.
Noise makers, hungry people everywhere. Sometimes when I see people like this, talk trash, it seems like maybe I just wonder, what do you guys want for there? What do you guys contribute to the state? And if you must know, you guys are liability in the state. You guys are liability in the state. You guys have nothing to offer. Tell me, what do you contribute to the state? Nothing. Is there any revenue that comes from Esan? Nothing. Nothing. It's so annoying. Like, people will be say they carry you waka. Now these same people you they wish to want me to fall. People will they carry you waka for the state. Now the same people you want me to fall. Tell me why you don't go suffer to infinity. People will they give you food top. Now you want to kill. You go hungry die.
If the Esan people, elders, fold their hands and allow these few people like this stupid boy Okoso and the rest to say things they don't supposed to say, attract troubles, bring calamity to Esan land, they will kind of regret it. That is what is going on in the southeast. The Igbo elders, they allow this small group of people this IPOB Onyamiri fools to be preaching hate, inciting their people. And look at the Southeast today. The unrest, the insecurity, people die on daily basis. Politically, they are still in a mess. They cannot even, solve their political problem. And in Benin, in Edo State, today, if the Esan people, the Esan elders, Enojis, all those intellectuals, those important, those people with big brains in Esan allow this group of Nikompu, nitwit like Agbo Koso and the rest to bring trouble to them, it will be very difficult to solve their political problem. You see, these guys have been part of IPOB, they learned all this nonsense from all those Igbo, Nyamiri IPOB. So they are hiding under the 2024 governorship is coming. They want to hide under it to say it is a Santon to rule. We have three leading political parties in Edo State, Labour, PDP, APC. They are not giving their ticket to anybody. You can't sit in your parlor and say your brother must produce the next governor. It doesn't work like that. It can never work. You can't insult people and at the same time want them to vote for you.
The first person that spoke, which I said I don't know what he is called. There are points I want to pick up from what he said. He said, we the Esan, we are making noise. We talk to their king anyhow. And if you look around, that we are not contributing anything to the state, that we are liability to the state, that the Benin are the ones carrying us along, and now we are fighting the Benin's carrying us along. It's funny. This is the reason why I said most of you guys are unlearned. I don't know what you have learned so far, but you need to unlearn so that you need to unlearn so that you can relearn. Now tell me, all over the world, you tell someone you know that is a liability, what are you doing with that person? A friend, he or she is a liability, you just stay away from that person. No, just let that person go. If we were a liability, your king, during the time of Akhomo, your king was nearly begging our king to speak with Akhomo when Akhomo said that he want to split the state. Akhomo came out saying that these people are worse than a snake that they say we are. Akhomo said he was going to split the state so that Esan can be on their own, the Benin can be on their own. The king went begging. Your king went begging the king of Irua to beg Akhomo, because Irua is the center, the head. So your king went begging Akhomo, the king of Irua, to beg Akhomo not to push that agenda, because your king knows that Akhomo has the power to split the state. And mind you, a name was already be created then, because the Afema was having the chance of being Afema and the Esan we were to merge together, and the name was called Afri Esan, Afema Esan. Now the Esan people were not staging. Now if you want to look at the size, the Edo Central, which is the Esan, is bigger than the Afema side, which is the north. Now, but when you look at the name Afri Esan, it didn't start with Esan, it started with Afema. That's to show you that we are pure in heart and we are not selfish, not like you guys. If truly we are liability in the state, what are we still doing there? Why are your king and your politicians still holding us down? Like they said, the Igbos are useless. The Igbos are not contributing anything to Nigeria. But why is it that Nigeria is bent on keeping the Igbos with them? If the Biafrans really, because you wounded civilian, you insulted the Biafrans. If truly these people are not contributing huge resources and the capital to the country, why is it that the country is bent on holding these people down? See, the truth is, I don't blame you guys because you know nothing. So when the mother refused to address the issue of her boyfriend to her children, the children will continue to see their mother's boyfriend as their uncle. That is what's going on here, because you guys don't even know anything. You are unwise, you are unlearned, so you just speak from both sides of your mouth like a man who has water in his mouth. So your words are irrelevant. When you talking about your king, we don't see trailer, not to talk of the driver. Is your king, not be our king. So if you like, make una carry for our head. Now na king, you no concern us. We have our own. We cannot be loyal to your own king, just as you cannot be loyal to our kings. So una business, now business. You people came out and start to castigate our own kingdom, our own kings. You get what I never talk. At the time I say, then when you see Esan, you see a snake, kill the Esan before the snake. Is that not bad enough? But we are still here. When I say now, I get Esan. When I say now, a younger brother. When I say now, king, now they give Esan king. Check the history, check the record now. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's just that the Esan people, we are too calm. And we allow these snakes to crawl into our kingdom, all in the name of fair deal. Now our people, we are seeing the fair deal which the Benin people brought to our kingdom. See how it has damaged our kingdom. One of our brother in Ekpoma posted our roads in this land. How bad, and your governor is flying across the country, displaying things that he never did, taking pictures of things that doesn't even exist. You guys think that 2024 election is what matters to us? To us, it doesn't matter, because it has already the line has already been drawn. The Esama take the seat. Esan doesn't take the seat. Either way will benefit us, because we already have our goal. So it doesn't matter what happened 24. It doesn't really matter, because we already have our sight. So you are just there fooling yourselves, thinking that if some people talk, we will not support them. Every wise person out there in Nigeria will understand that elections in Nigeria is not about majority. It has nothing to do with majority. Ever since, elections in Nigeria has been all about ringing, from the local to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. It has always been ringing. So nothing like majority. And this particular 2023 election really opened people's eyes to see what really is going on. Peter Obi just had his birthday a few days back, and he didn't even celebrate. Now this is person they said he took third in the election that took place, but even everybody know what happened. The Peter Obi birthday, 90% of Nigerians in Nigeria with their own resources, they celebrated that man. This is someone that took third. 80% of Nigerians across the world use their resources to celebrate birthday for that man in their various locations. Now you talk about Africans. Let me say 20% of Africans use their own resources to celebrate Peter Obi, and then you come out and tell us that Peter Obi took third in that election. Even Kenya INEC came out and said everything that is human in almost everything that is human in Nigeria voted for supported Peter Obi, but when the result came out, it's on the other way around. So that's to tell you that it's not about the population, it's those people in the office who are ready to ring anything at all. But I'm glad that they are in court now to change the course of nature. Like I said, we are not, our lives is not buried inside that election. So whatever comes out, we will not be surprised. But we have our course, we have our road. We have our road already, which we are going to work on. What happened in Lagos? The Yorubas were making noise that they want to favor their own man. Now, if Lagos belongs to Tinubu, right from day one, they have been saying Lagos belongs to Tinubu, but they forgot to understand that Lagos, the majority of people in Lagos who even made Lagos what Lagos is, are not Lagosians. They are the Igbos and other, especially the Igbos and other tribes that reside in Lagos. But despite the fact the Lagos election voting was rigged, but still they were unable to rig everything. Despite the fact that it was rigged, Peter Obi still won in Lagos. So Benin, you wounded civilian making noise about the population. Benin, they are not Benin don't reach anywhere. The population of the Benin, they don't reach anywhere. The people that dominate Benin is the same Esan and the Igbos. There are other tribes, but the major people that dominate Benin are the Esans and the Igbos. The people you insult, you call Onyemiri. The Igbos are far, far better than the Benin. There is no tribe in Nigeria that can compare themselves to the Igbos. As far as whatever you may call it, the Igbos, they are better than every other tribes in Nigeria. This one go say, when you talk of production, because a country is not a country just because you have a land. When you talk of production, the Igbos. When you talk of sports, the Igbos. When you talk of music, the Igbos. When you talk of business, the Igbos. When you talk of creativity, the Igbos. Where in history have you heard of Benin person? At least when you mention Nigeria independent, your Esama is connected to it. Where is the Benin people connected to? Only to sit at home. Benin owns everywhere. Asedo, Odo, Edo, Odio. Edo, Asogoma, Edo, Odio. That is trash. I don't know who told you guys that nonsense. That is beautiful nonsense. As far as I'm concerned, Edo is slave to the British. Edo is slave to the Yoruba. Edo is even slave to the Igbos. Even the Hausa. So I no see where una get hand, no level, no single level, una no get. You come out and make noise over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. So sit down and think. We in this generation, we are not bound down to any pressure. We don't care what the fathers say. Let the majority have the right to be afraid of anything they want to be afraid of. It is a painful thing that in this generation, we are in the generation of democracy, not in the generation whereby kings could stand and say, let's do this thing our way. We are in the generation of democracy. That is all those nonsense are happening. If it was in those days, come on now, Benin not reached to wipe out in one day. They're not rich. When we don't send our people to stay in every angle, it's not rich. But just that we are respecting this democracy system. This our generation, we are not bowing down. Those who want to be afraid have the right to be afraid. But you see, there are some of us, we don't care. Our king, the Onoji of Uromi, the king of Uromi, went to see your king. It was in a respectful conversation. Not that he went to beg your king, because even, like I said, we are no longer in this monarch system. We are now in democratic system. Being the fact that, yeah, kings are still respected in society these days. So that is why he went to see your king. It's a warning. It's a movement of warning. At least the whole world see that these people will not say they didn't hear, they don't understand. They won't say that it didn't come to our knowledge. That this is how the system is supposed to be run. This is the agreement we had. So you people are about to breach the agreement over and over again. So someone need to warn you guys that, look, breaching this agreement will have consequences. And your king is forming big boys, no? Let me speak with my elders. Let me speak with my chiefs. For me, big boy is allowed. He's in his own kingdom. But that's not a problem. If the election is being decided in their backyard, okay, fine, so be it. But we sound our guns. We sound our agogo. Make who get here, make it here. Say at least our king was in Benin to meet the head of monarchy in Benin and draw his ear. So that when time reach, they're not going to say that so the Esan people be. No, because we allow facts to play. And this is the time the facts are playing. We are not fools. We know what's going on. We know every single thing going on. And I want to send a message to the world. We are not part of the Edo. When these people come out and say, when you come to Edo house, Edo is senior. When Edo come to your house, Edo is senior. We are not part of them. We may reside in this democratic umbrella called state, called Edo State. We may coexist in this unprofessional democratic umbrella called Edo State, but it doesn't mean we have the same thinking. Doesn't mean we do things together. We have different culture. So I don't know where they came up with that name Edo, but we are not part of them. We cannot come to your house and claim seniority. No, because no matter how old you are, when you come to the house of a small boy, you must respect that small boy, because that small boy was able to build his own home. So you are not a senior in that boy's house. So you got to respect that boy for being able to build his own home, because not everybody have the ability to do that. So this is the understanding we the Esan people have. So we don't have that arrogant understanding that you come to our house, we senior you. We come to your house, we still senior you. No, we don't have that arrogant mentality. So the Esan people are different from the Benin. We are separated. We are not the same. It was democracy that brought us together to coexist under one single umbrella. We are not the same. We may speak language that looks similar. Most of the Benin language emanates from the Esan language, But we are not fighting that. We are not after that. That is none of our business. That is a story, a very old story that you can't change, because these people, they are already people on their own. We are people on our own. So it's quite unfortunate that they want to create a story that doesn't exist, just because they believe that, yeah, they are senior. So let us find something that we blend our seniority, that we sell our seniority to the world, but not knowing that they are shooting themselves on their leg when they don't even have such story. Nothing they haven't dumped on us, because we have been quiet for a very long time. We're not a quarrel with anybody. This is Ojelimi. We always like to make peace. Like you said, we are liability in Edo State. Fine. We want to go peacefully. This is what we are doing. Now, we are not asking your king, because in this era, kings are powerless. Those who own power in this era, they are the governors, your presidents, no longer the kings. The era where the kings preside over the affairs of humanity is over. It's over. In this era, the president runs the show. The governors run the show. Even as big as you think your king is, the governor of Edo State can suspend your king. As powerful as you think your king is, the governor can suspend your king and make your king worthless. Everybody has his boundary. Everybody has his boundary. Don't worry. 2024 is coming. We'll see the film. Then I will understand very well, because when we try to speak now, I don't understand well. Because now already have something upset, no? Something that is already gingering your brain, making you feel like, no, you know something. But in 2024, that's when you realize that you know nothing. We are not really after the election, but let's see what happened after the election. So, okay, so yeah. Me nah no worry. I know say that message so go trouble many of na heart. Never avant. Either idea. Always my that woman dey be me. They want. Ya wo you know I mean no so no say e wota. Area for kweta. Wa dali ho. Either idea. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah. See you next time. Shout out to my big bro, Agbe Okosun. I greet you. Shout out to Heroes TV. You guys are doing a wonderful job. I saw what you're doing. God bless you. And every single person carrying Esan with this agenda to liberate Esan land, God will bless you. If somebody else Esan will bless you. What you do shall prosper. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next time.